there and welcome. You're about to watch a Lakehead International live webinar. It is a great way to explore what Lakehead University is all about. In this session, you'll hear insights and stories from Lakehead professors, staff, and current students. While watching, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. For now, let's dive in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our in-depth with Barrie STEM Hub session. My name is Hartika Narankar, and I'm part of the Lakehead International team, where I work as International New and Social Media Officer. It's great to see so many of you joining us today, and many of you attending may have already received an offer to study at Lakehead, and you might not now be exploring what your experience could look like at our Barrie location. So today's session is designed to give you a closer look at the Barrie STEM Hub. We'll talk more about the programs offered here, the learning environment, housing options, and what life in Barrie looks like for students. So you'll also hear directly from our members of the academic team who will share insights about the programs, learning opportunities, and just how the programs can prepare you for the career in the STEM field. So with that, let's just begin. Let me just get started and walk you through what we will be covering today during our today's session. First, we'll begin with the Lakehead advantage. I will highlight what makes studying at Lakehead University unique and why students from around the world choose to study with us. Next, we'll talk about the city of Barrie. We'll explore what it's like to live and study there, including the lifestyle, housing, and the greater benefits of being located closer to the Greater Toronto area. Also, after that, we'll be taking a closer look at the programs offered at Barrie STEM Hub so you can better understand the academic opportunities available and how they are designed to prepare students. After that, we'll be moving on to our two special conversations with our members of our academic leadership. And throughout the session, we encourage you to ask any kind of questions you may have in the Q&A function below. We'll make sure to leave time at the end to address them. So with that, let me just start our session with a quick overview of Lakehead University. So we are a public university located in Ontario, Canada, with 3 unique locations, which is Thunder Bay, Aurelia, and Specialized STEM Hub in Barrie. Lakehead is more than just a geography, it is about community. So what sets us apart is the strong sense of connection and the community that you'll find here. Life at Lakehead goes beyond just sitting in lectures and just taking notes. It's about engaging with your professors, also collaborating with your classmates, and becoming a part of a supportive and inclusive environment, both on and off campus. One of the unique features I like to highlight is our commitment to undergraduate research. So unlike many universities where research opportunities are reserved for later years or even graduate studies, students can get involved as early as their first year. And this hands-on experience is going to give you a real head start. Now, when it comes to recognition, the numbers speak for themselves. I'll just highlight a few. So we are ranked in the top 3 in Canada for research in our categories. Times Higher Education named us the #1 university in North America among schools with fewer than 10,000 students. And we consistently place in Maclean's top 5 university in our category across Canada. Now, while we may be considered a smaller university, our research output and student success are anything but small. Another aspect that students really appreciate is our class sizes. So instead of being just another face in a massive lecture hall, you'll benefit from more personalized learning environment, which is our student to faculty ratio are 15:1 in Thunder Bay and 13:1 in Aurelia, giving you greater access to your professors and a chance to build meaningful academic relationships. Also, when it comes to life after graduation, Lakehead students are well prepared. In fact, 96.2% of our graduates are employed within the 2 years, surpassing the Ontario average of around 94.1%. So let me ask you this. Why do you think so many students from around the world choose Canada for their studies? And while there are a few big reasons for that, for starters, Canada is consistently ranked in top 10 greenest countries in the world. Also, Canada is ranked among the top 14 most peaceful countries in the world. That means that it's safe, welcoming, and a really supportive place for students from all kinds of backgrounds. Canada is also ranked one of the best places in the world to live in, thanks to its high quality of life, safety, and also peaceful environment. We are also known for being inclusive. So Canada was actually the first country to officially embrace multiculturalism, and that just shows why nearly 1 million international students now call Canada home. Now, let's talk about something that is usually on a lot of students' minds, which is the work opportunities and also what comes after graduation. So while you're studying, you can work up to 24 hours a week during the semester. It is an excellent way to manage expenses, gain Canadian work experience, and also start building your professional network. After graduation, every Lakehead program qualifies you for a post-graduation work permit, which can give you up to 3 years of open work experience in Canada. And long term, you can earn a earning a Canadian degree gives you extra points towards permanent residency. Now, with that, let's just talk about Barrie, which is home to our Lakehead University STEM Hub. So Barrie has a population of over 153,000 people, and it's just about an hour north of Toronto with convenient GO train access to the GTA. It is also one of the Canada's safest cities, offering a close-knit, supportive community while still giving you the access to all opportunities of major urban center. Now, Barrie combines small town charm with big city convenience, which is with beautiful waterfronts, vibrant downtown, local cafes, restaurants, arts, cultures, and shopping. It is a four-season city where students can stay active, engaged, and inspired all year round. Finally, let's just explore Barrie STEM Hub. So each campus offers, or each location at Barrie STEM Hub offers a small town, close-knit atmosphere where students benefit from smaller class sizes, personalized support, and also a strong sense of community. At the same time, they're also conveniently located near urban centers, giving you easy access to city life, cultural events, and career opportunities. We also have future ready programs, which is going to help your career, especially in the STEM fields. So, no matter which location you choose, you'll enjoy the perfect balance of community, personalized learning, and access to the excitement of just nearby metro areas. The Barrie STEM Hub also stands out for these three main reasons, which is hands-on, high-impact learning from day one, future-ready programs designed to equip students with in-demand skills, and also just strong industry partnerships that offer mentorship, collaboration, and career connections. So with that, I would just like to start talking more about the advantages of living in Barrie. As I mentioned earlier, another great part of studying at our Barrie location is the city itself. But Barrie also offers a welcoming student environment while giving you access to a lot of exciting metropolitan areas. Barrie is often described as your gateway to Toronto and the Greater Toronto Area because of its location. So students can easily travel to Toronto and experience everything that the city has to offer. For example, if you enjoy live entertainment, you'll have access to major concerts and also events that just regularly take place in Toronto throughout the year. Sports fans also have the opportunity to experience professional games, whether it's watching the Toronto Raptors play basketball or just catching a Toronto Blue Jays baseball game live at the stadium. Toronto is also known for its incredible global food scene. The city is one of the most multicultural places in the world, so you can find authentic cuisine from almost every region. So for international students like you specifically, this means that you can often find food that reminds you of home while also exploring new flavors from different cultures. Now, in addition to food and sports, Toronto offers endless options for shopping, festivals, and cultural experiences. So throughout the year, the city hosts major events, street festivals, and seasonal celebrations that showcases music, art, and cultural traditions from around the world. You'll also find a vibrant arts and culture scene with museums, galleries, theaters, and live performances happening all year round. So while Barrie provides a comfortable and supportive environment for your studies and a peaceful environment for your studies, it also puts you within reach of the energy, entertainment, and opportunities of just a world-class city. So a popular and convenient option for students to travel to Toronto from Barrie is the GO Transit, which offers both train and bus services connecting Barrie to Toronto and just surrounding cities. So Barrie has two GO stations that serve the city, Allendale Waterfront GO station, which is the image in this presentation that you can see, and the Barrie South GO station. So from these stations, you can access direct service to Toronto as well as other communities across the Greater Toronto area, including Newmarket, Aurora, Vaughan, and North York. So connecting to the GO train is also simple thanks to Barrie's local transit system, which makes it easy for students to travel from their residence to the station. GO Transit runs 7 days a week, giving students flexible travel options, also whether they're heading into the city for the day or just visiting, friends in the nearby communities. If you enjoy cycling, Go Transit also offers bike-friendly options with space available for bikes on buses and on weekend train services. For students who prefer to travel by car, Barrie is located about 70 to 90 minutes from downtown Toronto, depending on traffic conditions. So overall, the transportation options make it very easy for students in Barrie to explore the Greater Toronto area while still enjoying the smaller and more relaxed atmosphere of the Barrie city. Now, with that, I would like to talk more about the housing options in Barrie, which is the Georgian Green residence that we offer. So Lakehead University is partnered with Georgian Green Residence for housing for students in Barrie. So choosing to live on campus is a popular choice, especially among international students, and that is for good reason, because you have to think of it as your home away from your home. So there are many benefits to living on campus, but I'll just focus on a few highlights. First, it's incredibly convenient. So imagine waking up and just walking a few minutes to class and no long commutes or worrying about major traffic. And that ease is going to help you focus on your studies and enjoy your time here. Living on campus, living in Georgian Green residence is going to help you build lifelong friendships and connections. So you're surrounded by other students, and there are tons of activities and events and leadership opportunities that's going to help you grow outside the classroom. And you can also feel safe knowing that the residence offers secure accommodations, giving you and your family a peace of mind. So for students studying at our Barrie STEM Hub, housing is going to look a bit different from what you might see on our main campuses, but it is still designed to give you everything that you need to feel comfortable and at home. So most students in Barrie live at the Georgian Green Residence, which is an apartment-style student housing community. Each apartment includes 5 to 6 private bedrooms. So every student has their own personal space while also sharing common areas like the kitchen and the living room with other students. So this setup creates a good balance between privacy and community. Georgian Green is also located just a short bus ride from the Barrie STEM Hub, making it quick and easy to get to class. On the screen, you are seeing a rendering that shows the layout of a typical suite of the Georgian Green residence. So if you happen to be in the Barrie during the summer or just in-person, tours are also usually available starting around mid-May. These tours give students a chance to see the residence firsthand and really picture what their home looks like. You can even check it on their website, wherein there's a virtual tour available. Now let's take a quick look at some of the amenities available at Georgian Green. So Georgian Green is our primary residence partner for students studying at the Barrie STEM Hub location, and it is purposely built specifically for student living. So students living there have access to a variety of convenient amenities, including utilities included in the residence fees, high-speed Wi-Fi, ample storage, on-site cashless laundries facilities, recreational amenities such as basketball court, on-site management, and support staff. Also, there's security monitoring for that added safety. Everything is designed to make your day-to-day student life convenient, secure, and well-connected. Another benefit is the location. So Georgian Green is close to many everyday essentials, including grocery stores, restaurants, movie theater, pharmacies, medical clinics, and public bus stops. So because of this, most students do not need a car since public transport is just well and within reach, and basic necessities are also within easy reach. So now with that overview of residence options in Barrie, let's now move on to a conversation that I had with Dr. Barnett, who is the Interim Dean of Engineering, and also Dr. Walid Ijaz, Associate Professor in Electrical and Computer Engineering, wherein we discussed in depth about the programs that we offer at Barrie STEM Hub. So let's just dive right into that. So now, as we dive deeper into everything about Barrie STEM Hub, it is my pleasure to introduce Dr. Barnett, who's the Interim Dean of Engineering, and Dr. Ijaz, who is Associate Professor in Electrical and Computer Engineering. So I will now invite both of you to introduce yourselves and just share a few words with our audience. So Dr. Barnett, I will pass it over to you for you to begin.
Yeah, thank you very much. So David Barnett, I'm the Interim Dean of the Faculty of Engineering. I'm actually located in Thunder Bay, but have been associated with programming in Barrie for some time now, and I'm an electrical engineer by training. Dr. Ijaz?
Thank you, Dr. Barnett. Hello, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here for Barrie STEM Hub event. I am Dr. Walid Ijaz, Associate Professor in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. I am based in Barrie this is my 6th year in the program, Electrical Engineering program. In addition, I'm also serving as a Lakehead University Research Chair in Future Wireless Networks. Thank you.
Thank you so much to both of you for the introduction. And with that, we'll just begin. We'll just dive in and talk more about the programs that we offer here at Lakehead. So we'll start with the undergraduate program. So I'll let Dr. Barnett speak just a bit more about the programs that we offer and what the students can expect from these programs at Barrie STEM Hub.
Yeah, thank you. So Lakehead University has a long history of offering high quality engineering programs here in Thunder Bay and having done so now in Barrie as well for a number of years. Electrical engineering, the Bachelor of Engineering's degree, is the one that Walid has been talking about in terms of his participation there in Barrie. And that will continue on as we move into the STEM Hub here in the fall of 2026. We also have a new and exciting mechatronics engineering program that also offers a diploma in engineering technology after you complete the program as well. And that is been going on in Thunder Bay here for about 3 years, and we're excited about offering that in the Barrie STEM Hub as well. Software engineering, another program that we've been delivering in Thunder Bay for many, many years, and that has also a diploma that's offered in the program that will be offered at the STEM Hub. And then there are computer science or honors Bachelor of Science undergraduate programming that will be offered as well. In the master's programs, we offer 3 different computer science master's programs. So there's a course-only program. Then there's a program that includes a project where you're working on some sort of project completion as part of your degree requirements. And of course, the more traditional thesis-based, research-based computer science master's program as well, where you're working closely with a faculty member on a project that will lead to advancement of knowledge and hopefully some translation of knowledge as well with perhaps local industry partners. In the electrical and computer engineering program, we will be offering as well a similar Master's of Science thesis base, as well as the opportunity for students to pursue a PhD with some of our faculty there, like Dr. Ijaz. And Dr. Ijaz, if you wanted to jump in at any time.
I mean, PhD program, we both masters in electrical engineering, electrical and computer engineering, and PhD program, we are already offering there from last few years. So these computer science programs will be new in Barrie STEM Hub.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that. And now we'll be discussing more about the facilities and locations that we offer. So let's just take a closer look at that. So our programs are delivered at the address, which is 5 Ross Street, which is a modern academic space designed to support both learning and collaboration. You will have access to flexible classrooms and active learning spaces that are designed to encourage discussion, teamwork, and hands-on engagement. These spaces are built to support interactive learning rather than just traditional lecture-only formats. We also provide dedicated computer labs equipped with the software and technology that the students will require to complete assignments and projects, as well as any kind of research work effectively. Finally, the space also includes collaborative interdisciplinary research spaces, which creates more opportunities for students and faculty from different backgrounds to work together on research, on innovation, and also on applied projects. So Dr. Barnett, do you have any more information or update either about this location or the next one?
Well, I would just say I'm very excited to be moving into the facilities in downtown Barrie, and I really appreciate the support from the Mayor of Barrie and the City Council and really the leadership there in the City of Barrie that's really helped make this possible. So there are 2 locations. This 5 Ross Street is a building that's been used previously in higher education. And we're looking forward to the exciting spaces that will be in here for some of our not only traditional learning sorts of spaces, but also, as you mentioned, the active learning spaces, some high-level computer labs, good space for students as well, and some room for that research that you mentioned as well.
Perfect. Thank you for that. And moving on to our second location, which is 24 Maple Avenue. This is where students gain access to specialized learning and research environments. So this space is dedicated to STEM-focused teaching and also hands-on research. It includes advanced labs that support practical training and technical skill development. You will also find specialized facilities such as the electronic motors and robotics lab, where students work with automation systems, control mechanisms, and also some sort of robotic technologies. There will also be a mechatronics lab, which integrates mechanical system, electronics, and computing for real-world engineering applications. The machine lab will provide hands-on experience with industrial equipment and machining processes that give students practical exposure to manufacturing tools and technologies. In addition to that, there will also be an instrumentation lab that's going to allow students to work with measurement systems, any kind of sensors, and data acquisition tools that are very essential for engineering and applied research. Another key advantage of this location is that it is a shared building with the Regional Innovation Center, which creates strong connections between students, faculty, and also industry partners.
So do you have anything to say about this Regional Innovation Center, Dr. Barnett, or to just add on to that point about this location?
Yeah, so this is where I think a lot of the exciting activities for students will be happening. These four labs that you mentioned in terms of the STEM teaching and research will be state-of-the-art labs, and the layout and the equipment that we're procuring for these labs are going to present a fantastic learning opportunity for our students.
So one of the thing from last slide as well, that we have collaborative workspaces for students. One thing I would like to emphasize that is our small class sizes. Unlike many large institutions, at Lakehead, in particular Barrie STEM Hub, generally, based on my experience, professors know their students by name. So it's a huge plus. You have access to professors directly. Yeah, so this is one thing. And regarding this co-location, I think this is also very important, where students will get an opportunity to learn theory and practice and test their theory as well. So this is very exciting.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ijaz, for that information. That is really good to know that we have small size classrooms, which lets students interact more closely with the faculty members, the professors, and even with other students. So that's really a plus point for Barrie STEM Hub. So moving on to the facilities and locations. So for international students specifically, Lakehead University's Barrie STEM Hub offers the ideal balance of safety, affordability, and also global connection. So students who live and study in a peaceful lakeside city surrounded by nature can also enjoy easy access to cities like Toronto, one of the most multicultural dynamic cities in the world, which is Toronto, with small classes, as you mentioned, Dr. Ijaz, and with certain personalized support and future-focused STEM programs. The STEM Hub actually provides a strong foundation for academic success for international students to have a fulfilling life in Canada. So with that, I will move on to the next point, which is about career and industry connections. Dr. Ijaz, would you like to highlight to our audience about the local industry partners and the co-op placements that are going to be offered at Barrie STEM Hub?
In terms of career and industry connections, I would say that career preparation is not one of our afterthoughts. We have inculcated all this in every program we deliver, right? So we have partnership with local industry. We have co-op placements that connect basically classroom learning with real jobs. So co-op is an option with all the undergraduate programs we have, where students can go to industry, work for 4 months, and in multiple semesters they can spend there, get them ready for a job market as well. And also like hands-on applied learning experiences in our labs and through project-based courses is also one of the benefits students have. They have basically in our labs, we focus on the real world challenges, which makes the resume ready project work that gives students a kind of portfolio that they can showcase to the employers, right? And then once they are done with the real world projects co-op, they are career qualified graduates, right? Who are ready to contribute from the day one in the job market.
Thank you, Dr. Ijaz, for that. Dr. Barnett, would you like to add anything onto that?
Well, I would just add, and I think Dr. Ijaz has described it well, but really what Lakehead is known for in terms of engineering education is that real practical sort of experience that you have working closely with your faculty members, as well as technologists and your peer students as well, in preparing you for not just theoretical work, but really that practical work. And our students are known as being really job ready when they leave our institution.
Perfect. You actually summed it up really well, Dr. Barnett. So with that, we'll move on to the next slide, which talks more about the experiential learning skills that students will acquire through our programs at Barrie STEM Hub. So Dr. Ijaz, would you like to just go through our skills that can be acquired through our programs, specifically
So the
engineering?
list of skills that students can acquire in different programs, starting from 3D printing, PCB fabrication, and now in the era of AI, we focus on AI, machine learning, data stuff, fiber optics, wireless communication, which is my area of research as well, and I teach those courses as well. So, depending on which program you are in, starting from electrical engineering to software, mechatronics, you acquire the skills which are much needed in the key industry sectors, starting from aerospace, medical, electronics, telecommunication, and so on. All different industry sectors are listed here. So, depending on the program, students acquire the skills which are much needed in the industry.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ijaz, for that. Dr. Barnett, would you like to add on to that?
Yeah, so certainly, depending on what program you're in, you're getting slightly different skill acquisition over time. But I think one of the great things about this STEM Hub approach is that the programs that we'll be delivering really complement each other. And so electrical engineering, mechatronics, software engineering, computer science, and in the future, we're looking at launching a computer engineering undergraduate as well. They all kind of mesh together. And so there's a great opportunity not only for working with colleagues and peers within your own discipline, but really across those disciplines to see how things fit together in a broader perspective. And again, that's the sort of thing that I believe our key industry partners are looking for in graduates from Lakehead University.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Barnett. I would also like to highlight the key industry sectors that students can go into from our programs, which is mentioned over here. So it starts from aerospace, medical, coastal telecommunications, as Dr. just said, AI, tech. So it doesn't really matter what program you're doing, but there's so many opportunities in so many different sectors that's going to match the industry needs and the expectations that they may have. So with that, here are some of the cooperative opportunities that are, just to say, like a lot of co-op or internship opportunities in Barrie with recognized employers across different industries and sectors. So our partners include organizations such as Ontario Public Service, Ministry of Transportation, City of Niagara Falls, Hydro One, RBC, which is the Royal Bank of Canada, and many more. So these partnerships do allow students to work in real professional environments and also to contribute in active projects and build industry experience before they graduate. So co-op placements also strengthen networking connections and often open pathways to full-time employment. So Dr. Ijaz, can you talk more about the co-op opportunities that students can gain from the programs that are being offered at Barrie STEM Hub specifically?
Yeah, so right now in our electrical engineering program, several students go for co-op during after completion of their third year. So co-op placements are they can be starting from 4 months up to 16 months. Students generally after completing third year of their degree, they start co-op, and sometimes they take 1 year break, right? And they complete 1 year in industry. It is a paid work. Where students generally earn around $25 to $40 per hour. So basically, this is not just a job or internship. This is career launching experience based on like our own experience. Many students who did co-op, they come back with much stronger understanding of how the theoretical concepts we teach in our classes as well as they come generally with job offer in hand. So they complete their final year and then just join the same company for the job. So it's a great opportunity we have where students, while getting education, get an experience to go in industry, then come back, complete their studies, and then ready for the job market.
Perfect. I think you summed it up really well, Dr. Ijaz. Dr. Barnett, do you have any thoughts on this slide about co-op?
Yeah, so I think co-op is an incredible opportunity for students and really to apply that knowledge and to really develop a better understanding of how engineering is actually practiced in the workplace. And Dr. Ijaz, I think, touched on this very well. And I know I mentioned earlier job ready, and that certainly has resonance, I think, in the communities about and for students and parents about being in a good position once you graduate. But it really is career ready, right? Because engineers go off to do many, many things, and it's not just one position. They'll develop over time in their career. They may move into different sort of flavors of their engineering as they progress and possibly into management as well at some point. So it's really preparing people for that long-term vision of what their career will look like as an engineer.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Barnett. With that, I will move on to the next slide, which talks more in depth about research at Lakehead. So on this slide, I would love to hear directly from Dr. Ijaz and Dr. Barnett about the active research that is happening at Lakehead and how students can get involved.
You want to start, Dr. One?
I'll let you maybe talk about your research.
Okay. So research is at the core of what we do at Lakehead, and same will be in Barrie STEM Hub. Right now, as I mentioned before, we have our electrical engineering program in place, and we have most of our faculty members who have active research grants from federal agency NSERC, and all of them are supervising graduate students in Barrie STEM Hub. We have within our department, we have people doing research in the area of power, antenna design, embedded systems, Internet of Things. Myself, I'm more on the wireless network side. So we cover a lot of different topics within the area of electrical engineering. And I think this is a great opportunity not only for graduate students, but also for undergraduate students. We do have a lot of programs where undergraduate students can get involved into the research, and they can learn the experience of research. And we believe that research experience can produce better engineers, better scientists, and better problem solvers for the world. So we have when we talk about research, we do have opportunities for undergraduate students who can contribute to research as well.
Yeah, thanks, Dr. Ijaz. I think that, and thanks for sharing some of the current existing expertise within the faculty that are already there. As we hire new faculty, we'll be looking at some exciting new areas. I'm sure we can add to that as we expand into mechatronics, software, and computer engineering. So that's fantastic. I would say, just as we talked about how a co-op experience, as well as the real practical experiences that students get within the classroom and the lab through their learning at the university, how that prepares one for a career. I think, as Dr. Ijaz was saying, the research is also an area where students, even undergraduate students, can get involved. And I think the excitement that students will see both from their faculty members in talking about their research and sharing their research with students, as well as their own excitement as they get involved in projects. And all of our students will go through eventually a capstone design course in their fourth year, often building on things that are shared with them through the faculty's research over time. So I think it's We, again, have a long history of working closely with students at all levels, from undergraduate through the PhD, and research is critical to our own success as an institution, but really in the local region and how we share knowledge more broadly in Ontario and Canada.
Thank you so much, Dr. Barnett and Dr. Ijaz, for that, in-depth information about research at Lakehead. Just to ask you if it is in the top of your mind, can you share an example of a recent research project that had, real world impact, or that was, done by one of our students?
I can share like one thing we are focusing, and a couple of undergraduate students were involved in the project as well. The challenge is since my background is in wireless networks, the challenge is in Canada, in rural and remote communities, we still face challenges of connectivity, right? And especially in the case of disaster or something worse happen, how to connect those communities. So we are working on non-terrestrial networks, including unmanned aerial vehicles, satellite networks, how to provide connectivity in those areas. So one thing I would like to mention here, like Government of Canada defined the definition of broadband connectivity as the minimum speed of 50 megabits per second download speed and 10 megabits per second upload speed. If I'm not wrong, these are the numbers. And still, we have a lot of communities which face challenges to get this broadband connectivity, right? So undergraduate students who work with me, they worked on non-terrestrial networks, how to provide connectivity in rural and remote areas, which is, I think, very important. And I can see they were very much excited about this, that how we can support people living in those areas.
Thank you, Dr. Ijaz, for sharing that story. I think this is really a unique learning opportunities for students to, work on something that's meaningful and that's going to create like a real world impact and help communities as well. So that's really good to know. Dr. Barnett, did you want to add something?
No, I appreciate the example from Dr. Ijaz. I think that was fantastic.
Perfect. Okay, so let's move on to talk more about the career opportunities that our students and also graduates, take after doing one of our programs at Lakehead. So these programs prepare you for diverse and in-demand career paths across technology, engineering, and applied innovations. So usually graduates can pursue roles such as health informatics specialist, web developer, webmaster, and the list just goes on. They can even become a software engineer, computer engineer, mechanical designer, project manager. So it depends on what kind of field or role you want to choose after you graduate. So, Dr. Ijaz, would you like to highlight more in terms of if you know any student or any kind of graduate who has taken up a role in these careers or in these sectors?
Yeah, many of our, actually all of our students who graduate from our program, they are working in electrical engineering areas. I would like to mention that the demand of STEM talent in Canada and globally is increasing. Right. So whether you are interested in developing next generation wireless networks, robotics, developing AI systems, or creating innovative software, the programs in Lakehead Barrie STEM Hub, they will equip you to succeed. Right. So we focus on to equip our graduate students with the skill set which is needed in the market and which can help them to solve the real world problems.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you for that, Dr. Ijaz. And I would only add, when we think about our graduates moving on to be engineers, that in Canada, in Ontario, one does need to be a professional engineer to practice engineering. And the first step to becoming a professional engineer is to graduate from what's called a CEAB, or Canadian Education Accreditation Board accredited program, which all of our programs are, and will be as we grow them in the Barrie STEM Hub as well. And so that's a level of recognition of the quality of education that you're receiving, as well as, again, all the things that we talked about in terms of the learning environment that Lakehead provides, I think will better prepare you for those real world experiences as a future professional engineer. So.
Thank you, Dr. Ijaz and Dr. Barnett, for adding to that. So with that, we have reached the end of the segment with our faculty members. I would sincerely like to thank both of you for joining us today and for sharing your expertise and also insights with our audience. I'm sure they'll be appreciating all the information that they got from you today. We truly appreciate the time and knowledge that you have contributed. Thank you so much, both of you, for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that was a really great conversation with both of our guest speakers for the Barrie STEM Hub programs, and they have covered a great deal of information today. So next up, I would like to highlight something about our grad application fee waiver. So I would like to inform whoever is planning to apply to any of the graduate programs at Lakehead, we are now waiving the application fees for the international graduate applications for fall 2026 entry. So if you apply before April 30th, 2026, which is the deadline, you do not have to pay the $125 Canadian dollars grad application fee. You can use this code during your application process. So I would just suggest you screenshot this page or just write the code somewhere if you're planning to apply at Lakehead. You can also email us at welcome@lakeheadu.ca in case you have any further questions after today's presentation, and our team will be able to help you, get the answers that you're looking for. Okay, with that, I would like to open the floor for any Q&A round. So please send in your questions through the chat, and I'll do my best to address them as many as possible today before we log out. I'll just wait a few more seconds to get any questions that we may have, and we'll go from there. So I can see a question, I can see Paula answering them, but I will also cover it for the rest of the audience. So is there any student plans for the gyms and other amenities in Barrie? So while there are no recreational facilities in the hub itself, there are recreation centers in the city of Barrie that you can access. Also, the hub is near the waterfront trail, which is a great place for cycling, walking, or just rollerblading. And there are a lot of other things that you can do in the city itself. I'll just wait a few more minutes for if any questions that may pop up before moving on to the wrapping up of our session. I can see a question. I have applied and received admission, and I'm supposed to pay the $2,000 by 25th of March. I want to ask if it is possible to extend the deadline for the payment of the initial fee. You should contact the admissions team or the graduate coordinators as soon as possible, explain your situation, and probably request a deadline for the deposit. I'm sure they'll be able to help, and you can check with them directly. Paula has shared you the email address of the contact information wherein you can email them and just check with our graduate studies team. Students who have already applied and paid the application fee, will we get a refund or so as of now, whoever is the new applicants moving forward till April 30th will be able to get the fee waiver. We are not offering any kind of refunds for the application fees. All right. So if there are no more questions, I will just move on to the wrapping up of the session. So if you have any questions or just want to stay connected with us further, you can reach out to us on social media. We are there on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook under Lakehead International. We really hope to see you at one of our next live webinars, and even more, we'd love to welcome you on campus as a Lakehead student someday. Thank you so much again for joining. And with that, I bid you farewell. Bye.
Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. You can connect with us on social media. You can find us at Lakehead International on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We hope to see you in our next live webinar. Bye for now.